Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to another video, and there's another paid request for Walter. Thank you so much for that. I know you have one more after this, but after this, I'll get to that later. There's a few other stuff that came in between yours that I gotta get to first, but I haven't forgotten about that last one you sent, so I'll get to it as soon as I can. Walter, thank you so much for that. Now, for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free. I'll do it as soon as I can. Topic reaction, commentary, review, re-review, video game playthrough, whatever the case may be, and I'll get to it again as soon as possible. But this is for a reaction to Walter's rankings of James Gunn movies. And the 6 that he put down here, which he doesn't have Slither, but I guess he hasn't seen Slither. That's a good one. But he says, this is my rankings of James Gunn movies, least favorite to favorite. Please read notes in parentheses. Yeah, I do. I read the notes in parentheses. Don't worry. Number 6, Super. It might be my least favorite rated R comic book film I've ever seen. Well, I can't say that because there's been some R-rated comic book films I thought was really lousy. But Super was there. I don't think I hated it as much as you did, but I just say I didn't love the film. But I mean, would it be high on my list? No. Number 5, Movie 43. Terrible movie, but I'd rather watch it than Super. I can't agree with that. I think Movie 43 is one of the worst comedies out there. By far. Such an awful comedy. That's the one where Hugh Jackman has a pair of balls for a chin. And just some of the... There needs to be a documentary on how that got made and how they got so many recognizable, famous people involved with that film. Like Dennis Quaid is in it, Sean William Scott, Johnny Knoxville, Gerard Butler. They got a lot of people involved with that. I'm sitting there going, how the hell did this happen? Hugh Jackman, Kate Winslet, I believe, Halle Berry. What? I mean, what the hell? That's more fascinating to me than the movie. Number 4, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Didn't care much for it, but had some laughs. Well, I mean, I liked it more than you. I didn't love the film. I reviewed that recently, but I liked it for what it was. Number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Good enough, but not rewatchable and overrated. Well, I would put part 2 above part 3. I think part 3 is the weakest of the 3. What, I mean, I'm trying. Was it rated that highly? I guess there are people that did like it, so I guess I agree with it not being rewatchable. I do agree with that. I would never, unless it's a paid request, I would never rewatch the film. And overrated, sure, but I mean, I would pick more Avengers Infinity War, Endgame, some other comic book films. I would say more overrated than that, but am I a big fan of Guardians of the Galaxy 3? No. The third act, I don't mind and saves it from not being a total train wreck, but the first half of that film was so terrible to me. It was so awful, in my opinion. But I mean, I agree, it's not rewatchable, but I would put part 2 above it. The Suicide Squad 2021, the 2016 film, is overhated. I disagree. I think it's hated as much as it should. But this one is much better. I agree. I agree that one being of the high ranking. I agree that it's better than the first one. And the 2021 sequel, I quite enjoyed. And that, number 1, of course, is Guardians of the Galaxy, which I enjoy that film as well. I think that's a fun one. I try to go back and forth now which I enjoy more, Suicide Squad 2021 or Guardians of the Galaxy from 2014. That's tough because Guardians of the Galaxy is very good in terms of like Chris Pratt and the Batista, like the cast work well together. It has that infectious fun and energy of this group of space criminals working together, ultimately for a better cause. I think the humor, the way Chris Pratt plays Star Lord, I think all the cylinders are working. That Sally never fully got perfectly integrated in the sequels as it did in the first one. But the 2021 Squad movie, that actually made me not mind John Cena in the film. That's a miracle in itself. Idris Elba's really good. Stallone, Sally's the best role he's had in years as Teen Shark. I love the crazy visual violence. I thought that the villain of the Starfish was kind of a unique idea to use. I thought the opening with the other characters and what happens to them was something I should have expected, but the way it was shot was pretty entertaining and pretty funny at times. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to rewatch both films. As of now, I think that's fair to put Guardians at number one and the Squad at number two. I think that's fair. Probably as of right now, I would say that. Because you feel a bit more of the heart in Guardians of the Galaxy. And the Squad movie, there's that whole side subplot with Harley Quinn, and I'm not really a big fan of the Harley Quinn character. I think that's a character that got just overused and pushed so hard out into the stratosphere that it kind of gave me go away heat. Like, get away, okay? I'm tired of hearing you. But I do quite like that film. But I'd probably say Guardians of the Galaxy. I would put number one, and yet your one and two I would agree with. 3 and 4 I would switch. 5 and 6 I would switch. And then Slither, I like Slither. That would probably be number 3. I would say Guardians, 2021 Squad, and then Slither would be my top 3 favorite James Gunn films. Then Guardians 2. And can't remember the other stuff he's done, if any, so. And then, of course, the films he directed, not written. If it's written, then Dawn of the Dead remake would be high up there, but this is stuff he directed. But, yeah. I mean, like I said, other than 2 and 3 I would switch, and again, I don't think I'm not a big fan of Super. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, R-rated comic book films. I mean, there's the Crow sequels. The new Crow film is way worse than Super. The Crow that came out this year, that's way worse than Super. God, I'm trying to think of R-rated super, comic book films now. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on them. But Morbius wasn't R, right? Let me look up R-rated comic book films. Of course, Blade Trinity I think is worse than Super. Zack Snyder's Justice League, I'd rather watch Super than that. And I mean it. Was Birds of Prey rated R? I don't remember that being rated R. It says here it's rated R. They might have misput it there, or maybe it's an uncut version. I don't know. But I don't remember that being. But I'm looking at the list. I mean, Joker's great. Deadpool 2, Deadpool 1, Deadpool Wolverine, Logan, I liked. 90s The Crow, The Punisher with Dolph Lundgren, Punisher with Thomas Jane, Constantine, The Teensman I liked, Sin City, Dread, Watchmen I would put above it. Even Punisher Warzone I would put above it. I guess Birds of Prey was rated R. I don't remember it being rated R, but if that's the case, then I'd probably rather watch Super than Birds of Prey. But anyway. Now we'll see what he'll do with the DC regime now that he owns that. I just have a bad feeling about that. I really do. Granted, I'm in the ether of I'm so sick and tired of superhero films. I'm so tired of comic book films that if I didn't see another comic book film for 5 years, I'd be fine and dandy with it. But we'll see. We will see what we will see, won't we? So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. I know it's a short video, but it was a short list. And his top 2 I agree with, so can't complain too much. But again, Walter, I know you have some more requests. I'll get to them later. There's a few others I need to get to first. But stay tuned. I will get to them sometime. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye for now.